going on YouTube? It's That One Staying, aka Anthony, back with another YouTube video. And today we're gonna go over to my buddy Dylan's house and we're gonna go check out his cars. I'm probably gonna make this into two separate videos unless I just combine them into one. I guess you'll see by the title and thumbnail if I do them together or separately. But we are going to head over there and we are gonna go do a review on his Audi R8 that is supercharged, straight pipe, and don't want to give too much more away than that, but you could probably see by the thumbnail, like I said. And then I'll let him go over everything, what's done to it, what he plans on doing with it, if you know, and whatever his plans are for it. And then he also has a C7 Corvette, and I'll let him go over everything. Also, we might go for some rides around in both of the cars, so we'll just have to see what he is wanting to do and what he is willing to do. But this should be a banger video. If you guys do like this content, let me know, and I'll try to do more reviews of other people's cars. His dad also has a crazy car collection also, so hopefully one day we could do those as well, but we might check those out in the video. So just stay tuned, and I'll get you guys a cold start when I'm leaving, and we will head out to his house. It's about 27-minute-ish drive, not too bad, but we'll head over there. We just made it over. So first we're gonna start on the R8. So let's get a little walk around and then have him go over everything. Obviously gotta have the gate in for it. All right, so you wanna just walk through everything that you got done? For sure. All right, so this is Dylan. First time on the channel.
Yep. Yeah, so this is my 2008 Audi R8. It's the V8 model, which I think is personally better. I like the sound more than the V10. It's got a supercharger put on it, so I'm running a Stasis Engineering supercharger. I got a full custom stainless exhaust, which is kind of just basically an X pipe that goes out, so it's super loud, has a good sound to it. I got the car completely stock, so it was initially a black car. I wrapped it Miami blue, lowered it, put it on some Rohana wheels, which white wheels was a poor choice because it gets brake dust very, very easily. So I did I forget the brand, but full carbon front lip, which is what that is. Carbon side skirts, I did a diffuser. I did exhaust tips that are like forged carbon with titanium. And then a full custom chassis mounted wing, and the wing is actually off of a Liberty Walk Aventador kit. So then I had custom uprights made for it, and then yeah, it's been an awesome car. Had it for a little under a year now.
You plan on doing anything else to it, or just leave it how it sits right now?
So it's got pretty much all I can do to it. It's boosted. It's got every like visual mod to it. So I think I'm gonna enjoy it a little longer, and then it might be leaving the collection.
Yeah. All right. So, you want to show out the interior, if you have anything done to it?
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about it.
Interior's still pretty basic. It's got a cool spec to it, so it's got the suede on leather, which a lot of them have either just all leather or very few suede, so I like that it has the little suede inserts here. Then I put my radar setup in there, so I run a Udinen R3, which is what that cord is, in the mount. Then it's obviously the gated manual, so it makes it a really fun driving experience. save the manuals, you know.
Yeah.
Then in the engine bay, we got the beautiful Stasis Engineering supercharger. Yep. A lot of people said to powder coat it, but I kind of like it as like the stainless look, because then it can kind of go with any color that you make the car.
Yeah.
So
you don't have to re-powder coat it every time.
Yeah, exactly.
You change it.
And I feel like powder coating it would also make it like a little too bright in there. It would look sick, but also I like how it's subtle.
Yeah, kind of like just more of a sleek design.
Exactly.
Instead of having it bright.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the car's been great. I took it on a long trip to LA once, so I used pretty much every bit of storage it has. For a supercar, it has a decent amount of storage. Still pretty limited, but we find ways to, you know, fill it up pretty good. But it's got a nice little size boot to it. So it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
Not the most comfortable daily driver, but you know.
That LA drive must have been rough with the straight pipe.
It was so rough because it has a gnarly drone to it.
Yeah.
And it's just slammed, so it's so bumpy. This is static too. This isn't on air ride.
Yeah. Were you scraping a lot, like going down?
I scraped quite a bit going down and in LA, but thankfully I have the little aluminum splitter guards on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So it saves it quite a bit. But yeah, the car, it's definitely a tricky one to drive because it's so low. But it's worth it because it looks good.
Yeah, it does, it does. Did you lowered it, right?
Yeah, it's super lower. Because stock ride height, you had like 2 inches of wheel gap. Like it was so bad.
And what size tires are you running? Are these 20s?
I think these are 20s, yeah. And then the stock ones I think were 19. Yeah, these are 20s.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I've done a few rallies with it. It's been super reliable, surprisingly. You know, a lot of people say Audis aren't very reliable at all, but I've only had one issue with it, with the 7,000 miles that I put on it, and it was just one sensor that failed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's just an easy fix.
That's good. My my car, since it's boosted, has been like dying on me.
Really?
Yeah, the battery just is like getting eaten up or whatever. Trying to figure out like the problem with it. Yeah, because it just, I've been through like this. I'm on my second battery, my brand new battery. So they think the old one might have been bad, but trying to go through everything just to see what's wrong with it 100%.
Yeah.
Or if it's like something with my intercooler that's dying, that's just drawing it to cool it down. I don't know.
Yeah, boosting cars definitely add some difficulties.
Some non-reliabilities.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, surprisingly, I've had no issues. I've done an oil change and a sensor replacement. So.
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And you said it wasn't even too bad to do the oil change, right?
No.
Like, it wasn't like crazy expensive or anything?
No, I think it was like a couple $100. It was like $400.
That's not bad for a supercar, yeah.
It's not bad at all. Yeah, and the sensor was like $600. Like, it's been very minor things.
Yeah.
Which is very nice, because I don't want to deal with anything major.
Yeah.
Always best to avoid that. But yeah, one of my favorite parts that I did to this car is on the bottom of the wing. Because, you know, a lot of people see a young person with a cool car and they immediately assume daddy's money, which is not the case. So, I had to do it. I had to copy Gigi's car.
You had to flex on him.
A little bit, subtle.
A subtle flex. Camera probably won't even pick up how loud this really is, but it's pretty loud. I think that's my first time hearing you actually rev it.
Yeah, that was just like 2,000-3,000 RPM.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of a startup.
That's pretty loud.
Okay, yeah. Wait till you go for a ride in it.
Yeah, that dude, I bet this thing fucking rips and sounds hella good.
Oh yeah. RPMs.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. Is you can have like so many different experiences depending on just where you put your
picks up pretty good, even like in the lower RPMs.
Yeah. And for a car from being, 2008, so it's like 16 years old.
Yeah.
It's held its age very well. And the technology, I mean, it's not the best technology, but it's really not that bad.
Nice that you guys kind of got like these back roads and stuff.
Some of them have like brutal bumps like this, like you hit that fast.
Yeah.
So that was like a third gear pull from like a super low RPM. We were going like 30 and you just lay in it and it builds it super linear.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it tops out too hard, or if it's like bogging down, it's so well balanced.
And you got the little pops too.
Yeah, occasionally. I kind of found like the trick to do it because after it'll build up the fuel, but it won't really pop on itself. So if you just kind of barely tap the gas, you'll get almost like a burble from it because it'll kind of ignite it. So it's definitely an interesting car you gotta learn to drive it just like any other car. Like you gotta find what it likes and what it doesn't like. You'll occasionally get a pop after a shift like that.
It sounds super good too.
Well, it's a corner So a corner's super good too.
Yeah, no, you're taking those corners moving.
Yeah. It stays very well planted. It's probably because I have a wing the size of like a rocket ship. Enough downforce to drive upside down. This house up here, this massive house, the guy has a black SVJ Roadster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, up here. He was at a stoplight behind me once. I was like, that's an SVJ Roadster. He rips by me and then he pulls up into the driveway of this castle right up here.
Jeez. That's a huge house.
Yeah.
was a
plastic downshift. All right, bye we go.
That would have went a gone wrong video.
Yeah,
But they'll say we're going like 30 over because it sounds like we're doing it.
I know. That's the downside to this car, because it sounds like you're going fast.
Yeah.
When you're not. So it pisses people off very easily. Like, I've had a ton of people, you know, like when I'm driving, just be like, they drive up to the window and like plug their earbuds. So I downshift more just to make it quiet.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that yet.
Yeah. What exhaust are you running on your car?
So I have BBK short tube headers, then I'm into a Roush H pipe, and then I have Flowmaster mufflers.
Oh, sweet. So you're like pretty much fully set up.
Yeah. Just I wanted to run long tubes, but it's just, you know, California,
Yeah.
how strict it is. If, you know, I get pulled over how I am now, I'm fine because short tubes are legal.
Yeah.
But
They are?
Yeah. They're legal to do. Long tubes aren't. So
How can they tell the difference?
well, because they're really different in size. Like the long tubes pretty much go all the way down past the motor almost, and then the short tubes are like very short, so like they kind of just like drop like in the middle.
So they still have a downpipe? Is that the difference?
Yeah, pretty much. So they're catted and everything. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
I want to take the cats out.
Yeah.
I want to take the cats out and do a different. I want to do a valve setup.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of valves. I'm kind of glad I got rid of them on my Corvette.
Yeah.
I just like to be obnoxious all the time.
Yeah, I do too. It's just I daily drive it right now.
Yeah.
So for that, I don't think my neighbors would really like me too much longer. All right, guys. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Dylan for letting me over to his house and stuff, and letting me come over to do the review for the R8, and then also for the Corvette. They're gonna be 2 separate videos, but stay tuned for those. They're not going to be too far apart. I'm going to drop the R8 video first, obviously, which you can tell right now, and then the Corvette one will be shortly after. So thank you guys for checking it out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more content like this, please let me know. Comment down below what other cars you would like me to try to find or review. His dad has a whole bunch of others. Maybe we can try to get those also in other videos, but like I said, we will see with him after these go up and stuff. And hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did like the video, please make sure you subscribe, turn the post notifications on, and like I said, comment what your favorite vehicle was out of the 2, and which one you would want me to see on the channel more. But with that being said, thank you. I'll see you guys later.